Hi guys, I'm back again. Last week I promised you to show you how I made this GoPro photo, and so today I'll show you how I made this GoPro photo. I used some programs. You can use different programs, but I guess it's the same principle. But yeah, enjoy, and let's get started. Okay, so first we start off by selecting the images we want. This is the end result. So it's compiled out of, I guess, almost 10 images. I shot them with my 7D and I edited them first in Lightroom. You can edit them in other programs, but I suggest you do that up front before you load them into Photoshop. Okay, so first I'll show you what I did with Lightroom. Let's just get that fired up. Okay, so I got my Lightroom fired up, and you can see some files are missing. That's just because I don't have my external hard drive hooked up to my laptop, so that's okay. I already pre-edited every one of these pictures, but you have an option in Lightroom to open them as layers in Photoshop, what we want to do later on. The only downside to that is that it will open up all the files and create a .tiff image, and that's gonna take up a lot of space. And if you don't have a fast machine like the laptop I'm working on right now, it'll get stuck and you'll run into blue screens if you have a Windows, and it's not pretty. So for me, it was just basically I wanted to make a GoPro fan picture, so I just loaded up all the JPEGs. I already exported them. The only downside to that is that you don't have raw pictures, so you're already compressing your initial material. So, okay. Next part, let's open up Photoshop and get all those images out. Okay, so we got Photoshop up and running. So now it's time to load up all the pictures I want. I already told you, you can select them with Lightroom and open them as layers, but now I'll show you how to do it in another way. So I'll just grab all these files. As you can see, I got 11 files in total, and I already have the file, but I'll just make it again so you can see what I'll be doing. Okay, so we're gonna open up all the files. And you want to keep them in there in the resolution that you got as a JPEG. So now you can see all the pictures being loaded into Photoshop. You can already see it's got rough edges, and almost every picture has an identical angle. Sometimes the camera got twisted a little bit, so try to keep the camera on the same exact spot if you want to do something like this. Okay, first we take one of the pictures, and that we'll use that as a kind of a master image. So let's just just start off with this one. I'll just quickly select every picture and add it as a layer into one of the first pictures. So I'll just do that quickly. So just select all, copy them, and then add them. So you can see I just added the layer, and just select your layer, copy it, and put it in. So I'll do that quickly. Okay, so now I added all the layers, and as you can see, including my background layer, I have 11 layers. That's a lot of layers to work from, and as you might see in the final result, I got one picture here that I didn't use in the beginning, so I'll just leave that out. But you'll be working with like 10 layers, so it can be a little it will help me to create a folder down here and just create one folder with used, so you can use that to place it all the way down there to just put in the pictures that you already have used. So that's that's just easy. Let's just unlock the background as layer 11. So that works. Delete that background. Okay. Now you first gotta know which one of your files is the background. Now, I got it right off the bat. That was easy. So this one is my background because I'm not in it. and I don't want myself to be in my background image, because you can see it's already got some shades here near my snowboard, and you don't want any shades of yourself in the picture that's working as your background. So I'm gonna pull that all the way down, and as you can see, you got all your pictures here. There are several kind of ways that you can get around with cutting out every little piece that you want. You can or erase everything, or you can just select everything. What I used was the quick selection tool. Maybe you don't have it on quick selection tool right off the bat. Just right click it, magic wand tool, quick selection tool. Use it. Okay, let's just pop on this layer. This first layer, as you can see, that's visible right now. So I want to get myself and only myself out of this picture. So see, I'll just get around that. Bring along the shade, because you don't know if you're gonna use it, and just go, well, you going wide is not really a bad thing at this point, because there are no other pictures yet, so you want to be sure that you don't miss anything. As you can see, it's already trying to take out parts of my cap, which I absolutely do not want, because I want my cap to be in there. Okay, so now I got a really wide part of it. Just right click it, layer through copy, and as you can see, I got one layer, and if I deselect this one, you can already see it falls over the next one. Okay, so now I can move my layer that I've just cut out. As you can see, I can just take that and put it in my used folder that I got here, and I can go on to the next one. Just delete myself here, and this way you do it with every single picture. I'll just walk through it right now, and I'll speed it up so you can see what I did. And I did everything, and then it comes down to fine-tuning. So next picture, same story. Okay, a little pause on this picture, because I already know that it's not gonna fit in nicely. And you can see from the previous images I just did that this is a little well, slider worse one. It's not the best one out of the series, so I'm just gonna skip it for this part, because I didn't want it in the end result, and I already know that now. And as you can see, it's, well, it's not really a great picture anyway, so just leave it out. If you're not happy with the picture you got in the beginning, then don't just edit everything to it. So that will save you some time. Okay, now I've come to the part that I've cut out everything. As you can see, it's not really nice cutouts, and you can see some parts are missing. Here's a part missing at the bottom. I cut out the logo. Kind of forgot that, so I have to do that again. Just look up your picture, and I guess it's this one. So let's make, just to be safe, and for the ease, I make another folder with bits. Call it something else in my first try. How? So that's not visible. Let's shut that off. No, I need that one. Quick selection. I don't have to completely select it again, because I can just merge it with the other layer. So I'll just bring it up again and put it right there. Switch this off. Use my background again. Yes. Okay. First we wanna start thinking, what's my which picture is most in front? So you gotta think of your layer order. Well, let's start cutting out. Okay, these ones on the right are fine, but you can see there are two with caps. Let's switch everything off for the ease of it, and then just do it one layer at a time. Okay, the back one, fine, no problem with that one. It can be right there, that's no problem. This one also fine. You can see a little shift in the picture. You're not really gonna, it's not gonna be that noticeable in the end result. So I'm not really gonna piss and moan about that. So that one, you can already see the cuts in it. So it took a part of the board, which I do not want, so I have to cut that out later. But I was talking about this one and these two layers. You can see, yeah. Well, I like this one more, so I'll guess I'll just pick that other one out. So see, that's more clear because, well, that's just better. So now it fills up the hat, so that's great. This one's great. Next picture. So the more easy thing to do right here is not to erase it, but just to get that part, you see here, just select the cap in the background layer. As you can see, that's really easy. Now select the other layer which you want to erase it from, and pop that up. It's right here. And now if you select that layer and you delete it, it's right there. It's done. Delete it. Okay, so you gotta figure out which one goes where. Okay, as you can see, it's got a lot of dusting and parts to it. You have to take away every single little thing. It's gonna be a bigger file because this is at almost a full res picture. I guess it's a full res picture. So it's gonna take a while before you get that. So I'm just gonna open my previous project. I did that in CS5, this CS6, and don't think that's a problem. I'm just currently loading. This is the other project, my final result project. And as you can see, it's all cut out pretty nicely, and I'll zoom it in for you. So you can see it's all pretty decently done and everything is trimmed to the edges. And you can also see the background here. That's done with, I just took a print screen of the GoPro video, the new launch video, and I distorted that into the screen. Zoom in again. As you can see, I cut everything out here to show you how I erased every little part of it. I think it would be quite futile, but I think you get the idea on how to do this. So take a lot of pictures, take one clear background picture, like this one. Take one clear background picture and just make a lot of pictures. When you start selecting every single layer and cutting out every single part you want of that layer, first do take your shadows with you. I used a single flash for this one that I placed up top, so I don't get so I get the most, well, natural balanced light, I guess. And just try around, keep as much as needed of every layer, and then when you paste it into place, just only delete what doesn't look as natural. As you can see, I deleted almost every shade here, because if I wouldn't have done that, my curtains would have just been a blur of all kinds of shades. So I deleted everything from the shades except this one, because this is against the wall and that seems very logic. And as well as over here, it's a bit darker. The easiest part of deleting something of one of the layers is just get into that picture, and if you just deselect everything here, I'll just, as you can see, that's just the cap. But get into the layer that you want to save, or the part you want to save, step on that, and then just go to the layer where you want to delete something that's over it, and then just hit delete, because then it will delete that part of the layer that's overlapping and it will look great. So this is a general idea. If I use some features that you don't really understand, or if you're missing anything, please let me know. Put it in the comment section below. And yeah, for all the viewers, please subscribe. And I'll post some more tutorials soon. More for the XF105. I got requests to do a tutorial on how to work the manual of it, selection of it. And you might have seen my channel before. I already did some GoPro videos. I made a tutorial. And thanks for all the comments I got on other videos I made. And I'll be making more in the future. So please subscribe to my channel, share and like. And I love making videos for you guys. So just put something in the comments and that'll be great. And check out my other videos. And I'll see you guys again. Thanks for watching.